Hey guys, it's DJ from Digital Journey. Welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to be looking at how to shoot a HDR image. Let's have a look. Most photographers who've been shooting for a while will have heard of something called dynamic range. Basically, dynamic range is how much information and detail your camera's sensor can record. Our eyes have a huge dynamic range compared to a camera's, so I'll try to make this really easy to understand for you. Let's say you're out on a hike in the middle of the day and you see an absolutely incredible shot just waiting for you to take a photo of it. So out comes the camera, you compose the shot and you shoot. Then you look at the photo on the back of the camera and you're like, hang on, why does this look so bland? Like, it looks so amazing to my eye. All those vivid colors you saw with your eyes just don't look so vivid anymore. And all the shadows in the photo are dark. Like, they are so dark that the deepest shadows are black. There's no detail. And then to make matters worse, the sky's blown out. So this is where HDR comes in. When you shoot a HDR image, you actually do something called exposure bracketing. Exposure bracketing is where you take 3 or more images that have different exposures or brightnesses. And that's to capture the highlight detail and shadow detail, like this. Now you're probably thinking, how are 3 photos at different brightnesses going to help me take the photo that, I saw with my eyes? Well, this is the fun part of HDR photography. Once you've bracketed those shots, you'll be bringing them into a program and then combining them to create one image. What programs, you might ask? Well, anything from Photoshop, Affinity Photo, even a dedicated HDR program like Aurora HDR. I'll show you the basic process of doing this in Affinity Photo and Aurora HDR right after this. Back soon. Hey guys, make sure you check out my YouTube channel and of course, give me a sub. Thanks guys, I really appreciate it. Let's get back into the video right now. All right, so first up, let's have a look at Affinity Photo. So first of all, click File, then New HDR Merge, click Add, select the photos you want to merge, then click Open. Then click OK. Affinity will load those photos in, denoise it, tone map, all those things. Once that's done, hopefully it won't take too long. There we go. You can then choose from a selection of presets that Affinity has, so you can select those. You also have the option to adjust via the sliders to make those fine-tune adjustments such as exposure, saturation, vibrance, all those sort of things. Once you've finished editing your photo to your liking, make sure you export. Now that we've had a look at Affinity Photo, let's have a look at Aurora HDR. Okay, so first up, click Open Image, select the photos you want to merge, click Open, then Aurora will load them. You can also correct chromatic aberration, which is handy, but it's not necessary. Then click Create HDR. Aurora will then load them, prepare them, and I love how it says this. Final touches to make it awesome. It's cool. Once Aurora's loaded them in, if you've got any presets that you've made, you can select those, and you can adjust the strength of those as well. Aurora also has a collection of looks as well, which you can select from. Very handy. And like most other image editing programs, you can of course use the sliders to adjust things like exposure, shadows, highlights, all those sort of things. Aurora also has the option to adjust curves, or as it calls it, tone curves. Very handy for adjusting contrast, shadows, all those sort of things. You can be really creative with it. And of course, once you've finished that, make sure to export. And you're done. Too easy. Okay, so now we've had a look at how to edit HDR photos, let's have a look at how to set up your camera to take HDR images. Step 1, you will need a tripod. Because you'll be combining several images, you'll need a tripod to make sure your camera doesn't move between shots. Step 2 is enabling auto exposure bracketing, or AEB. To do this, on my Canon EOS R5, I simply click the quick menu button, go into the exposure compensation, and adjust the AEB accordingly. Step 3 is choosing how many bracketed shots you want to take. To do this, on my Canon EOS R5, I press the menu button, go into the orange custom menu, select number of bracketed shots, and then you can choose how many bracketed shots you want. I'm going to choose 5. Make sure you then press set to make sure it updates the settings. Step 4 is setting your self timer. Most of you probably know where this is on your camera. On my Canon EOS R5, I again press the quick menu button, then go into the drive mode settings and choose either of these two self timers. You have the choice of 10 or 2 seconds on Canon. I'm going to choose 2 seconds. Step 5, you're all set to go. Now you can take the photo. Well guys, that's just a few things on HDR photography. I hope you've learned heaps, and if you have any questions, feel free to post them in the comments below. And of course, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, and make sure you check me out on Facebook and Instagram. Thanks for watching guys, and until the next video, I'm DJ from Digital Journey. I'll see you then. Peace guys, out. And of course, don't forget to like and subscribe my channel. What? To my channel. Yeah, that's right.